All right, welcome back, friends. Going to basically start right off. I got myself a fresh coffee. Yeah, it's gross. Um, mm, I just made a new one in my old cup, so I survive. Welcome back. We're gonna finish this. I'm so excited. Also, do you love the new nails? Because I love the new nails. And I know right now they look like teal on screen. For some reason, my monitor looks teal, but they're actually the perfect turquoise. They're actually the turquoise that I love the most. So, very excited. Okay, pencils and stuff can go. Pen, I may need it for detail, so I'll keep it out. But I'm gonna put the rest of these guys away. I always keep a little piece of napkin just in case. I just need my water brush. I still have water, and I got myself a clean jar of water. And I've got just this hand towel that I've kind of kept for this purpose. I've got background music. Turn it up slightly. Hopefully, it's not too loud. And I am gonna keep my phone in front of me so that I can see comments. If anybody shows, hello, is you here? Say hi. Um, and I'm gonna just go into the coloring phase. So, what I'd like to do is be done in 30 to 40 minutes. So, unless there are a lot of people chatting and asking questions, I will probably just let you kind of watch and listen to the music in the background. Um, because I feel like when I'm just painting, I can focus more if I'm not chatting away. Um, but I know that sometimes people are gonna come and go in the chat and want to say hello or want to ask a question or something. So I should just put my phone here because I can see that from the corner of my eye just a little bit better. All right, my first thing is, I think I'll start with this bookshelf here. I'm gonna do some turquoisey blue books. Are we surprised? Probably not. This palette, I kept some green in here, so I'm just adding a little blue. And there's some brown on the side, which kind of helps to desaturate it. But it still looks a little too blue right now, so maybe. Not just my nails. I'm probably gonna have a little bit of it sprinkled everywhere, so I'll try to get as many as I can. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Just move this microphone slightly out of view, but this mic is really good. You can hear pretty well. Do some blue books here, some in the background. And the ringtone on my phone is not off, so if you hear buzzing noises, that's what that is. My kid's playing, what's it called? Fortnite in the living room upstairs. So there's extra weird rumbly noises out there. That's him being super loud. So I envision for these thick books on this side, for them to be kind of like those encyclopedias that you find in libraries and stuff. The OG, really thick, antique looking. Um, I want to try and do like a really deep blue as well. I don't know which one should I use for this. Maybe this blue. I don't know, but I should probably leave some of this water on here. Let these start to make little puddles. That way I can have paint when I need it. There. I really need to invest in one of those spray bottles. The teeny tiny spray bottles. Alright, this one is a good blue. It's like this deep blue. It feels antique. Right now it's too bright. I'm gonna need it to be slightly darker, like more grayish brown or grayish blue. And potentially I need to add a little. That's way too much. But I was gonna try and add a little bit of gray to it to make it a little less saturated. And just pick up some of this paint. Alright, I like this. Let's see, where else can I include it? Here. Okay. Okay, I would like some deep reds, so like burgundies, maroons, like that. This one, getting close to that. I might have to throw in a little purple in it just to make it a little deeper. A little navy. And really get like a nice maroony color. There it is. None of these terms are official terms. It still looks very purple right now. When I make it, I'll make it deeper with layers. Because it's too light. I need it to be like a little deeper. But not quite so purple. I need it to be more red. thinking of like old law books and like huge encyclopedias that I used to find in libraries that have like that deep purple tone or deep maroon color. So I'll try to get some of that tone here. So with some brown, a little orangey. This is the color that I thought it was. Every time I put my brush in this, I assume it's like this dark brown, but it's actually a dark gray. It's either a dark gray or a dark green, and every time I think it's brown, and I dip my brush and then I'm like, oh, no, was not it, and immediately regret it. Okay. Get some of these. Will be just a plain. Brown color. Just wait for that to be dry completely, and then I'll come back with multiple layers because right now it's super light. My youngest is pretending to listen and he's not listening, so I can hear he's about to get yelled at downstairs. He's probably starting more trouble with his brothers. I think I've only ever drawn a couple of other bookshelves or like stacks of books or anything, and I'm just like, how did I pick the colors? It was in books. I think it was the cassette tapes because I was drawing memories of movie nights, and I created the Blockbuster store, and I had to try and mimic the cassette tapes on shelves. And I remember thinking, is this gonna even look like what I'm seeing in my head, or it's just gonna be weird? But just having to do these little blocks of books or blocks of color to represent books. It just reminds me of that, making those blocks of color to represent DVDs, DVD cases, or like cassette tapes. My oldest is like, Mama is on a live stream, keep it down. His voice keeps getting deeper and deeper. I've told him to cut that out, but he won't. He won't slow down the growing, so there's nothing I can do. Alright, so this is that little desk that I said, not really a desk, but almost like a little end table. Off to the side, I'm probably going to use a much deeper, richer wood. But for now, I'm happy with this. I'm going to make this a little bit deeper in tone, just to get the legs of the chair. I want those to be pretty dark as well. I don't want it to be so thick, so I have to work in layers and be patient, which, as you know, is my favorite thing. Okay, then I need to make one of these almost like a very pale mustardy color, maybe not even. I'm trying to think, what's the name of this color? It's like a birch wood, so it's like really pale, which I'm not really sure how to mix that color, so I'm just kind of doing some random things here. We'll see what happens. But my chair it's not like a super rich, thick, like a dark brown color. It's actually very, very pale. But I think if I use this medium tone, this is probably too orange. But I was thinking maybe if I use this, I could make it light. And it would be close enough. But I think it's still a little too orange, which is fine. I mean, it's done at this point. Yeah, it's all right. Okay, and then my chair in my room is creamy, like it's a cream color, like a beige almost. So what do I even use to make that? I don't know. Brown, but with a lot of water. I don't know if I should make it look white or if I should make it look a different color. I feel like this collection wants to have really rich tones. But this chair is literally like a mustardy color, so I don't want this one to also be a dark color. But I'm going to try to do this really pale tan. And if I hate it, then I can make it a deeper brown tone. Because I like the way my chair looks, and it's basically like a creamy ivory color. It's not really white. It's more of a cream, like an off-white. So I kind of like that, but then maybe these need to be darker. Oh, I keep getting this wrong color. I swear, I'll never get this. I keep doing this. It's annoying. Clip that up. Get rid of it. Get out of here. All right, you know what else I could do actually, which is not conventional, but Tombow markers are water-based. And I also have these they're like real brush pens by Arteza, and they're like actual brushes. You can see the bristles, but they are water soluble. So I'm tempted to use one of these to get the brown that I want. I'd much rather use the Tombow though, because this one I know will be, I think this is more red. No, it's brown. So basically, I can use this, and I have tried this before. I'm sorry for the squeakiness. I should have warned you for your ears. But basically, I just add water to this, and I can actually use that to paint and make my stuff the color that I want. See, I really want this brown. That's almost exactly what I'm looking for the rich tones, especially in this bookstore. I really want it to feel like warm, just lots of warmth, lots of thick fabrics and velvets and chocolates, lots of chocolate brown. What's your ears again? Sorry. Lots of chocolate brown, lots of I don't know, burgundies and deep greens. So maybe we make this darker. I feel like it'll go better if it's darker. I feel like I picked the brown that has too much red in it, so I'll have to figure out how to make it a little bit darker. I can always keep adding layers. I think the more layers I add, the better. Because right now, I'm really rushing. It's looking good. I mean, also, I don't know why I'm really, really rushing. I don't know. I'm feeling like I have to. I don't have to. Okay. Alright, so that looks good. I think that's good. That's better. I think that's gonna turn out better the more I make it, but I want it to be closer to that. So add more brown. Need more brown, and I need it to be slightly darker than that, so maybe add some red. Dark red. I have no choice. I have to use this dark gray. Yeah, now it mixes into closer to what I want. Okay, that still needs to dry. We'll leave that alone. Okay, I'm getting stuck. I'm getting myself stuck in this. I need to switch to go paint something else. I'm gonna do this shelf. Then I'll come back and make that darker. I'm trying to also get anything else that's like a chocolatey brown so I can knock those out. I don't think there's anything else here. I kind of want these bookshelves to be like a dark gray. maybe some of this coffee. Make it lighter at the top, more creamy, pale. Leave room for the ice, and then we'll do a deeper chocolate brown on the bottom. There. All right. Okay. Now I need some soft colors for this room. We'll leave the floor very pale. I think I'm actually going to draw this as a hardwood floor. And I'll draw the planks with like a bright blue shaggy rug. And what can I do for the cushion? Colors that I like together: lavenders, purples, very, very pale with turquoise. I love those together. Like this, pale, pale, pale. And give her some bright blue pillows. Maybe that one in the back. Okay. Sip of coffee. Okay. All right, this page is coming along. What am I missing? I really want some more vibrance. So let's see if I can make this turquoise more turquoise. Can I make it do what I want? I don't want it to be so green. It's a little green for me right now. I want it to feel a bit more, just a little bit more blue in it. It still feels like the green is taking over, but that's okay. I can have some green books, but I think they would be more the regular green or like the white green. Maybe one of these. Make this one, enrich it, make it more antique-y. Then we have winner. Especially for this library. What was the green color that I used? It was like this green. I need to try and mimic that again for the interior here. That's close. It's a little bright, but I'll use that for the edges. I'm mixing a burnt sienna with some kind of red, like a cadmium. It's actually more of a scarlet, I think. There's a little bit of purple in here. There's a little bit of, I think I need more brown, a little bit more red, and a little bit of this burgundy. I don't know what this color is because this is the maroonish color I've been trying to get for a minute. So let's see if that worked. Yeah, that's it. I don't normally like to do the deep tone pretty much right away like I'm doing here. I need to be building or else it'll get cakey. It'll get really, like, if it's too thick, it'll be great. I'm just trying to keep an eye on the clock. All right, 35 minutes. I think the boys' movie is finished, so he's gonna start getting crazy loud. If you hear him, just ignore. if it starts to really bug me, I'm gonna close the door. Right now I just left my door cracked. Because what else can you do, right? That's how it is. That's mom life. All right, do some red. One here. We'll do one here at the top. And do this one right on the edge. Maybe do one of the books up here on the shelf. Maybe this big one. This is funny because now that doesn't look like a book. It looks like the background. Like it looks like the back of the shelf. So maybe I should pretend like it is. No, I want it to be a brown book initially. So I'm going to have to make the shelf a lot darker. Like a very chocolate brown. Yeah. I'm just going to have to make that happen. Okay. I'm gonna probably talk a whole lot less now, unless I get questions. I'm gonna try to focus and use the last 20 minutes to really get rolling. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just probably close the door. I feel like I can hear them loudly in my ears. I don't think they're loud, but I feel like I can hear them loudly. And so it is distracting me to have one earbud in so I can hear my own live stream like I always do. And I'm hearing an echo of their chatter in my ear. So it feels like it's loud. It's probably not as loud as I'm thinking, just how it feels. But if I want to concentrate and try to finish, I'm gonna try to block out the noise. They're out there with my niece, so I've not just abandoned them all day by themselves. And just for those 2 hours, and she's keeping an eye on them for me when I paint. I don't think it's quite this vibrant. I want to say it's more of a earthy green, or like a more grounded green. I don't even know what that means, but just take it as I said it. Green. Okay, now I have not come to close the door yet, so you can still hear how well this mic works because it picks up all those sounds. Apparently, they're going to be training, working out. I'm gonna go close the door. All right, it's fine. It will still be a little bit loud. Get some water. Yeah. Okay. It's coming along. It's coming alive. It's starting to look like something. All right, focus on this page. Knock this out. I probably need to change this paint water soon because it's filthy. It's all green. Can we get rid of this? Probably not. That's all right. Okay. What do I need? I need a deep, deep brown. Let's try making a deeper brown with this. slightly darker. Not by much, so like I want this to be so dark, like even like almost oak, you know, like the black brown almost. Really, really dark chocolate. And I could keep trying to build these layers, but I don't know if they'll ever get that dark because I don't have the right tone of color right now. I don't have the right value. This is very warm, but it has a lot of, feels like it has a lot of red. Maybe a lot of yellow undertones. And I think what I need, or what I want, needs to have darker, potentially dark reds. What happens if I mix this with purple? Like a deep red, maroonish color type of red. Does it do what I want it to do? It's gonna look like cherry wood, I think, if I do that. Yeah. I mean, I'm not mad at it. And I also need to plan to have like a little pale gray here in the middle for shadows for all of my white areas. So like a really, really light wash for here, like on the inside. This is supposed to be a white shelf, so everything will be very pale. It's like the palest of grays, so that you know that it's white. It's kind of weird thinking about it in those terms, but that's how I can make the white stand out. It just looks like it's the shades, the shadows poking out. That's actually not too bad. One of these guys was not dry. And then there's the swivel piece at the bottom. Base. I'll come back with another layer of shadows and then it'll give it life. With all that one done, then I'll do a little thin layer of shadows under here. I'm not sure which direction they should go, but I'm gonna put them off to the side. And then everything else here is in the shadows. Okay, so I need to make also a very, very pale minty color because my JBLs, they're kind of turquoisey, kind of not. They're like minty, like a minty, not quite. This is a bit green. This is a little too green. Oh no, did I do that? More blue, less green. Let's try that. Very watered down. Okay, that's close. And then the back of my phone, this thing is more green. It's also mint, but it looks a bit more green than my phone, my headphones, my earpiece or earphones, but I'm gonna make it more blue. And my biggest pet peeve, when I don't wait and these bleed into each other. It's very annoying. All right, let's be patient. I'm gonna make these more blue because they are. And then I'll come back with detail. And some of that is actually, I feel like it needs to be lighter because the inside will be darker where it'll be a little darker like where the creases are. So we'll leave it like this. And then the one that's slightly more green is this guy. It won't feel like it though. That's fine. All right. Should I choose a color for this thing? I really wanted it to be chocolate brown, but now that I've got these already browns, I feel like maybe I should pick a different color for this. So how about this? It's very orange. I want it to be quite that orangey yellow. I really want it to be mustard. But maybe after I've colored it in, I can come back and make it more mustardy afterwards. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens when I've worked on this for a minute. I definitely have a mustard yellow in here. Put the water on first so it doesn't like steal all the color and make it really difficult to blend, because if I just color it directly on here, it'll be really hard to blend. All right, watch your ears. This is gonna sound a little squeaky again, but I think I'm gonna use this color. Just get a little bit of it at a time. It doesn't quite feel mustardy yet, but I think I'll try to add a teeny tiny bit of putting that forest green in it, and then it will. But for now, the first layer, it's fine. Right here. There you go. That's better. Alright, so once this first layer has dried, I'll come back with a deeper tone and then a shadow, and then we'll be good to go with that. My lampshade. It can't be that yellow. I'm not going to want it to be too bright, but oh, kids, having too much fun. Okay. Oh, I've reached the hour mark and I'm not done, but I almost am. So I'm just gonna power through. This is gonna be hard to make really dark. I'll have to do multiple layers. I think I'm gonna leave the bottom gray. But maybe I'll leave that and I darken it up later on when I have the marker, fine liner, when I'm doing the details. Maybe it waits until then. I don't know. We'll see. Whoops. This is very dark. Unintentional. Wasn't trying to do that, but okay. It's all part of the final details. I'm just gonna make a whole bunch of lines that I will later turn into books. Oh, it would be nice if I waited, right, for something to dry. Always rushing. I'm just gonna do a mixture of colors. Like I'll pick a bunch of random ones and just make lines and stuff. And then I will come back and all right, I'm gonna give myself 5 more minutes online and then I will end the live stream. But I will continue working on this offline so I can kind of sit on the couch with the kids and hang out. But I will probably be working on this until I'm done the rest of today. So I don't plan on continuing this on a different day. I really want to be done today. So, yeah. Okay. Maybe put some of these yellowish gold bars, gold lines. And some shadow. And this still looks kind of like a light brown. But I'll try to see if I can make it more mustard. Okay, it's an hour and 20 minutes, so I think I can stop here. And I know it's not fully done, but the rest of this I think I can play around with and probably can get away with doing them a little bit later at night. So for example, these curtains here in the room, I think I want them to be like a lavender, pale, purpley color, even though she has a lot of pink in her room. I'm saying it's a she. I've decided it's a she. Just purple and blues, jewel tones. And I can finish the rest of this when I do the details. So I will show you how it turns out when it's done. But in the spirit of freeing people from having to stick around for me to finish everything, every single detail on here, I will call this one for now, and I will keep working on it tonight. My husband's flying home fairly late tonight. It's like 5:30 almost, so I'm gonna go have some dinner, and it's really early for dinner, but I'm still hungry. I didn't eat a lot earlier. I just munched on a few things. But here's where I am so far with all of this. Still lots of detail needed pretty much everywhere. This is starting to take shape. I want it to look almost like I wanted it to kind of look leather, but I don't think I'll get it to do the texture. But I've got a plushie here, which I think I'm going to make a brighter color. Maybe I need to put some fuchsia. I feel like I have too much of the same tone. So maybe I'm going to make this a little bit brighter. We'll throw some pink on the bottom and we'll say she has an ombre set of curtains. Pink on the bottom, pink on the top, and then we'll blend it in with water. So it'll be like both. There. Close enough. And I need something else pretty bright, so we'll make that plushy yellow. Bleeding too much. All right. Do we have this the way it needs to be? Add some shades, some shadow. Now. And the rest is really a lot of very, very light shadows for the rest of the room. And once I have those up, it'll finish very quickly. And I'll add the last of the details with marker and pen. I think some of these, to make them look like sheer curtains, I'll have to throw something in front of them. I'm not sure yet. Maybe. I'll figure that part out. Then the rest is pretty easy to complete. Okay. All right. Pale, pale sky outside. We'll do this with the glass, making it look like it's daylight outside. Without it being too blue for the, and then when everything is fully dry, I will draw the outside of this and draw the buildings that I want to reflect back there. But for now, I am gonna stop right here. This is what we have. I'll move all of these out of the way. I'm exhausted. I'm starving. I got a lot done. I'm very proud of myself. But it's not done. But I really wanted it to be done, but it's not. And it's fine. I got a lot done. So this is my book nook collection. I feel like the colors, this is what I like when I paint it all at once, because then all the colors kind of go together and it makes it cohesive throughout the collection, because I've just reused a lot of the colors. This all looks messy right now, but when I do details and I actually add the outline of the book shapes with the pen, it'll look much more realistic. And then these bookshelves, I'm gonna make a very rich brown. I really want to try and find the right brown. This is burgundy. Worst case scenario, I will grab one of these water brush pens or water markers and grab the color from them, because even this darkest chocolate brown I don't think is as chocolatey as I want it. I really want these to be super dark. I left this out because this wasn't fully dry, so I'm going to do that last. I wanted this to look gold, but I don't think it's really coming through, so when I have the highlights, maybe then it will. But thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you've enjoyed watching me create this. I still have a few days left of the month, so really all I need to do is complete the last little bits of this, add some detail, but most of it pretty done. And these obviously need some shadows. This is a little more detail, a little more color, a little more texture. But I would say another live stream, probably I'll do something on Instagram if I'm not too tired tomorrow, or during the week, Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on my work lunch break schedules, if I don't have anything else going on. And then I can literally close the book on these, on the Book Nooks collection, and move on to my, I don't know what I'm going to do next. I haven't really decided. I talked about it a little bit in my podcast. Potentially, I'm just going to do one-offs just for snail mail, but they're not going to be like memories of anything. It'll just be a month of just painting and relaxing, I guess, because I need a little break from the collection. So thank you again. I hope you enjoy the last bits of this month. And you have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye.